I've been shed hunting for over a decade now, and not much has changed over that time. The formula stayed the same. Locate as many animals as I could on their winter ranges, keep tabs on them until they shed, and try and find as many of my target animals as I possibly could in the spring. There's truly something special about finding the sheds off an animal you've been watching on the winter range. This winter has been no different. I had several new zones on the back of my mind that I wanted to explore. I was blessed enough to locate quite a few incredible animals and spend sufficient time simply learning their habits and trying to plan for where they'd end up shedding. So follow along as we head into an area I've been patiently waiting to dive into for several months.
Guys, we freaking did it. You can see a set of some sort, I think. Alright, so I saw this just in the wide open. Fell from my footage of them. A lot more stuff to hit, so today could be freaking insane. I think we have a side-by-side set up there. Yes! Alrighty, back on the mountain with Colby. Out doing our usual thing, looking for moose sheds. We're probably like an hour and a half in, and we just glassed up a couple, we think they're shed bulls. So we saw a few bulls still packing last time we were in here, and now we're seeing a couple in the same spot. So who knows, the snow is pretty deep as you can tell, but we've been in a ton of moose sign. Colby just glassed up a pretty nice buck, and yeah, we're just trucking in this snow. The snow is pretty deep, but I think there's pretty good odds that we're gonna come across something. There's a decent amount of bulls in here, and we're gonna put on a ton of miles, so it's gonna be a long day. But Colby always turns something crazy up, so we'll see how it goes. Guys, we freaking did it. Started it off. We were on the way to a different area, and I set a trail cam in here a few weeks ago. So I've been wanting to come check that trail cam, and we were thinking about moving it. Sure enough, I just walked up on a brown. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's a decent one. Look at that. Dude, triple fronts. I thought it was a single. Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Face on it.
Oh, that's a good start, dude. Dude, it's not that big of a... It's a okay base. I hope I have video of this guy. I think... Oh, dude, I do. This bull has a double front on his other side. He's busted on that point. I have footage of this bull. Heck yeah. This was the first bull I ever saw in this area, actually. Pretty sweet. Let's pick it up. Oh my gosh, guys, this is sweet. So I have footage of this bull. The first time I came and scouted this area, this was the initial bull that I saw. I'm fairly certain this is him. We'll pull it out and be able to tell. But it's a pretty solid bull and an awesome way to start the day. Yeah, dude. Heck yeah, that's him. You guys will see. I'll show you guys some footage, but that's freaking sweet. Nice brown. Heck yeah.
That's the way you want to start it.
Not too bad. Got a nice triple front. Pretty solid. Heck yeah, dude. Well, that's a pretty awesome start. Got that one brown. We've been kind of circling around a little bit to try and find the other side, but we really want to hit this other area. We're not going to waste too much time. I'll come back in here and try and match this one up, but pretty freaking sweet. Just triple front, perfectly brown. You'll see the footage. I'm almost positive this is that bull that's got that busted point right here, but freaking awesome shed. Guys, Colby's walking up. I just look down with my bare eyes and I can see a set of some sort, I think. All right, Colby, come here. I'm gonna get Colby over here and I wanna see his reaction. I don't know what these are, which bull it is, but I can see two. I think they're both paddles. We're gonna see what they are. All right.
Just freaking postal on it.
You gotta see when you see them. Looking.
Oh, they're right there. Oh yeah.
Dude, I knew there was gonna be paddles in that opening at some point. Sure enough. Dude, let's go get him. Guys, I knew this spot could be really good. I found this spot last fall for the first time. Saw quite a few just animals in general in this little zone. We're not even probably halfway to the spot we want to get to, but I had a feeling, I think people do hit this hard because I didn't find any whites in here scouting, but this is a sweet day already. Like first couple minutes in this zone and we already have 3 paddles, so
Brown paddles.
freaking brown paddles. I can see this set just laying out and this opening. Just kind of a weird spot, but I'm so excited. Colby needs to get on the board.
Yeah, close your eye.
Alrighty guys, here's the first side. So I saw this one first. Pretty decent paddle. And then right up here, I'll walk up to this one real quick, just in the wide open. I'm assuming this has got to be a set. I'm not positive if I know this bull or not. Oh, that's gonna be sweet, because that one's totally buried. Look at how that's laying. Oh, this one will be way cool. Almost buried in time, but oh, I'm so excited to pull these out of here. Let's go back down this one. Dude, that's a decent bull. Yeah, that's a good bull.
He's not tall, but he's.
Dude, they're both right.
When I locked.
They're both right. This is not a set. Holy crap. I just realized that. I was like, that one looks bigger. But it's also, this is a right and that one up there is a right. Holy crap, guys. We have 3 paddles to match up in here. Well, this is the first one I saw. I thought we had a set, but upon further inspection, they're both right sides. So we got 3 paddles to match up. I was like, this one's a left, but maybe this is a match to the one on my back. I'm not sure. I need to study him, but I think I may have footage of this bull. You guys will know before I do, but another great paddle, dude. That's a sweet one. Heck yeah, dude. Jeez. Look at that base. Got like a big old chunk that broke out of his head. That's crazy, but you brown. Another one up there to go pick up. This is freaking ridiculous, guys. I think it's been like 20 minutes since we said we were gonna start kind of gridding this stuff. We didn't even get to where we really wanted to hit, but this one looks, I think this might be, dude, that might be the match to this one on my back, actually. I think it is. It's this one on my back. I know this bull had 2 fronts on his other side, but I don't know. Let's get it out of here. This is too crazy. Oh, I just love pulling him out of the snow. Oh, dude, I think that's it. That's him. Heck yeah, we matched up the first one. Yeah, that's him for sure. me snag this one off of here. I'll show you guys this set together. But, oh, that's too crazy. I thought these two that were laying closer to each other were a set, but that's this bull. Super, super stoked to match that one up. Just cool having footage of any moose and then finding their sheds, but 3 browns in this first little pocket. We got a lot more stuff to hit, so today could be freaking insane. Yeah, pretty sweet. You guys will be able to tell from my footage of him, but I'm almost certain this is a set. So he has the double front on this side, broken point on this right side, and yeah, that's a sweet bull. Way cool. First bull I ever saw in this area, so kind of cool. Pick up his set. Hopefully Colby gets on the board with the brown here soon. Well, Colby and I sat down to take a bite to eat, and exactly where I expected there to be a set in here. We saw a bull in here, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and he was still packing on this ridge. And then this morning came in here, and like I mentioned, we saw a few shed bulls on that same hillside. We were both sitting here glassing, immediately just popped off. I think we have a side-by-side set up there for sure. At least one paddle, but I think I can see a second one, or Colby spotted the second one behind it. And gonna be freaking sweet on the board. That'd be awesome. That's gonna make the walk worth it.
This is what we came here for. This was not our initial plan this morning, so glad we switched up.
It took a little bit. Actually, it didn't take much convincing, but I don't think Colby was very surprised when I bailed on our original plan and wanted to come all the way into here, but I think it's totally worth it now because we've turned up 5. These are all brown, so 5 brown paddles in a day. Just freaking insane. That's too funny, guys. I've like had dreams about those sheds laying right where they're laying. Dude, we're in like knee deep at least snow right now. Just walking through, trying to get to that set that we glassed up across the canyon. And Colby, we were just talking about how if there had been a bull that shed early, it'd probably shed right in here. And Colby just started yelling, so look at how nasty this stuff is. Dude, I'm getting beat up. I was about to say there's no way we're gonna find one in here. Seriously, look how deep this is. Freaking insane. Right in their bed, huh? Dude, I can hardly even get to you. Wow. Alright. What bull is it? Oh, right here, dude. Yeah, I didn't even see. I was like, where? Heck yeah, dude.
Looks like a big one.
Dude.
Alright.
Go ahead and snag her.
Yeah, just a big.
Heck yeah, dude. That's a good start. Dude, look at the blood.
Dang.
Super bloody base.
It's good packing size.
Yeah. If you're gonna pack one all the way down to that other set, might as well not be giant. We're gonna mark this because you can tell Colby's like 10 feet tall. We are in some deep snow, so kind of surprising you could see that, dude. Good spot, man. Look at that. Super polished up, bloody base, and that other side could just be buried. Gosh, nice work on the board. Heck yeah, dude. How does it smell?
Doesn't smell good.
Dang
Not
it.
the base anyways.
Sweet. I apologize if the lighting's weird in this video because it has been tough. It's like super sunny in the snow. It just makes the camera think that the ISO needs to be way too high. But we are having a killer day. This right here just shows you guys why going on long hikes and all the scouting throughout the year pays off. I found this spot first last October, and I've been coming in here since last October, trying to keep tabs on these bulls as they moved into the winter ranges and seeing where they end up, because there's really not too many of them, but knowing exactly where they were when they shed obviously pays off, and making sure that we weren't pushing them out of here before they shed all paid off. So I think we've got 6 paddles now. We got to go pick up these other 2 down the hill. We both kind of glassed it up at the same time, but I don't even freaking care. We've both found pretty incredible stuff, so it's really just fun to get out together and see what we can turn up. So we're gonna go pick up this set. It's gonna be freaking sweet, and I wouldn't be surprised. We should probably turn up a few more in there. So fun to come in here and to have all the work pay off. We've come in here a few times and not found anything. I came in here a lot of times scouting this area out, and just kind of a totally new area to me this year. But the first time I came in here, I ended up running into a couple nice bulls. So I was hoping I could run into them again in the winter in their winter ranges. Sure enough, I did. I set some trail cams, just put in a bunch of miles, just coming in and watching them, seeing where they went. And it's pretty funny because we were actually headed to a different area this morning. I just kept bringing this spot up. I just kept having a feeling that there'd be a set laying on this hill where we saw these bulls last time. I didn't think they were going to move much. And sure enough, this set is laying over here. So I'm super excited to see what bull it is.
Might have been that.
Well, I think we were staring at a stick. We didn't bring our spotters because we're just too far in here, but I think we were looking at that stick. But this one over here is for sure a paddle. So let's go see what it is. Dude, is that your match? Do you have a right? Grab your other one off.
I think it did shrink.
Oh, dude, I thought that was freaking mega. That looked... I feel like we're both pretty good at judging them and glassing them, but... yeah, that looked a lot bigger. Dang.
Terrible.
There's more to find in here. Grab your other one. Pretty sweet. That's laying though, just stuck down in the snow like that. Dude, I think that's your match. Which is wild. Like, we've gotten so lucky to find the other sides of these. Just like basically on a straight line too, without doing a ton of gritting. Like where Colby just found that is one of the nastiest areas around here. Dude, I think that's it. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, dude. That's a sweet set. That's 100% a set. Look at how much like he like dishes out on
must
the
have hung
front.
on to that one for a while. But
The amount of luck finding that side and that nasty stuff we walked through. I mean, we're probably 600-700 yards from where he just found that one in like a nasty cut too.
how do you pick a line like that? I don't know.
Both of us today, dude. We both just ended up right on the right line, but yeah, look at that. This one's had to have dropped, I would think, within the last week. Alrighty, guys. Well, I just came down the hill from where Colby just matched up that antler, and I was pretty confident we were going to find another one in here because there's just so much sign. We saw, I think, at least four shed bulls probably on this hill, and I just walked up on a pretty solid one. This is the best one of the day. We haven't seen the match yet, so we're gonna have to put in some work, and hopefully it's not far, but I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. There she is. Dude, where's your match? Oh, I think that's one of those ones, that cupped bull I was watching maybe, but we'll dig it out of here and find out. But that makes 6 browns on the day, so we are just freaking killing it. Okay, we did a little bit of gritting over here. I was confident there was going to be another brown in here because there's just way too much sign, and obviously knowing that the bulls have been living here helped. But let's snag this one. Dude, this is that bull we were watching. We have footage of this bull. crazy. Look how much hair is inside of that antler. Yeah, we have footage of that bull. This is way cool. We're just having an insane day. This is the things that you dream about when you're scouting all year, and all the work's paying off. You guys will see, but I have footage of this bull. I recognize this top. He has that dominant tine, and yeah, we saw him. The crazy part about this is I would bet that's probably 3-4 miles from here. I don't know. This bull moved a long way, so I didn't know that he was over here, but we will surely take it. They just move so much. Well, look at that. It's got hair in it. That's nuts. But sweet bull. That's crazy. Well, I know for you guys it feels like just nonstop action today, but there's been a lot of hiking in between getting to some of these zones. We're pretty much picking up a few in each of these zones that I've been watching bulls in, so I know there's even more than we're seeing, but I just walked up on another brown. We are just like, I'm just losing my mind today. I hope this is my match, but I'm pretty doubtful because I'm probably a mile maybe from where I found that other one. So I think this is a totally different bull, but let's go check this one out. See that base just sticking out like a sore thumb. Holy crap, dude. Yes. Dude, that's a freaking tank of a paddle. That's another stud. This might be my match. I'm gonna have to go look at my video and see. Maybe this is just a bull I don't even know, but that's a freaking sweet paddle. I'm gonna get this set up. So I've showed you guys this in a previous video, but this mountain stick is freaking awesome. So I can get my camera set up on this, and this actually turns into a tripod, but we can get the camera set up and I'll show you this antler. Man, just look at how that's laying. Look at the freaking tine length on this. This might be that same bull. I'm super curious. You guys might know before I do. I'll probably overplay some footage of them if I do, but look at those backs. Oh my gosh. Freaking sweet bull. Fresh as they come. Today has just been unbelievable. Like, we hit the freaking pocket. It's pretty funny because we were literally driving to another spot this morning, and I just had a feeling about this ridge. Like, obviously I had seen bulls on here, but that doesn't really mean anything because they move a lot. But I had a feeling we needed to come in here before anybody else did, because with these moose, a lot of people watch them, and it can be pretty competitive. So I don't really like playing the competitive game with sheds, but it's just part of it. But man, we have just had such an amazing day. I'm just super grateful to be up here, and obviously, like, just feels unreal to actually turn up this many browns. A lot of years, as I've mentioned, like a lot of years of not finding anything. I think the biggest thing, like, I don't show everybody is how many times I really get out and just watch these animals, because they move so much, and they're really, obviously in this video it seems like there's just moose all over the place, but there's really not many moose in these areas. It just takes a lot of different days coming in and figuring out exactly where they're at, keeping tabs on them the best you can, and this is the rewards of that. So it's totally worth it. I've honestly just fallen in love with the process. I love getting out and just watching them and learning anything I can about them. So if this is not the match, we need to find the match, because I love that tine length on that bull, but that's just too cool. Well, super excited about all the sheds that I found today, but this one's a freaking sweet bull. I thought I might have footage of this one, but honestly I'm not sure I do. So I'm excited to look through my footage when I get home and see if I recognize this bull, but I don't know if I ever saw this one. Just crazy. I mean, you just have to catch them on the right day. But dang, dude, look at that tine length on that one. That is a sweet bull. Dude, look at those backs. Wow, what an interesting bull. He's got like a goofy front right here. Hey man, I hope I have footage of him, but I don't know if I do. awesome bull though. We'll take that all day. We got to see if we can match this one up. It's been a couple hours of gridding. Colby's still gridding a bunch of stuff above me. I kind of just dropped into this bottom and that's where I ended up finding this, but pretty cool. I think that's 7 browns on the day. Just freaking unreal for looking for moose sheds. I've never even gotten close to that many browns in a day, so just feel incredibly blessed. You can put in as much work as you want, but having a day like this, you still feel like, at least I feel super undeserving. It's crazy, but no one appreciates it more, I can guarantee you that. Alrighty, for a minute we just ditched the packs right here and went and did a bunch of gridding. And that's when I turned up these antlers. So got back to the pack, threw the Titan straps on those antlers, and we're gonna get them on top of this pack, start hiking out of here. The other 3 browns I had, I ended up leaving on the other side of this hill because I didn't want to pack them all the way down to this bottom. So I'll give you guys a look. I'll show you guys these antlers a little better at some point, but we've got a long hike to get out of here. I think it took us like 4 hours to get in here, so it's 4 o'clock and it's getting late quick, so we got to start moving. Alrighty, making our way out. We've just been post holing for probably an hour now. It's a rough hike out, but we're gonna make it. It's gonna take some time. So I've got the 2 paddles on my back, and then we've got this big ridge we've got to climb to get out of here. We're gonna drop down the other side. I'll pick up, I stashed those the other 3 sheds this morning. So we'll pick up those, and it's probably gonna be dark, but we'll make it out of here. Alrighty, well, we just post-holed for probably close to 2 hours. It has been a long day. I'm exhausted, but I'm just getting back to my stash. So got those 3 browns in there, and we'll go take them over and chuck them on the pack. Alrighty guys, well, it's been an amazing day. I'm not gonna lie, we've still got a ways to get out of here, but it's getting dark on us, so I wanted to just take a moment and show you guys some of these antlers. So we ended up with 7 browns today. Just freaking unreal. Obviously watching these bulls for multiple months into their winter ranges helped, and it's just unbelievable. We turned these up. It feels like we should have been able to match up these bigger ones I ended up with later in the day, but I don't know where their matches are. We'll have to come back, but just feel super blessed to be up here. But let's grab a few of these off. Okay, so as you guys saw, we started out the day with this one. Just an amazing Shiras. Beautiful bull, and even cooler that I had footage of him. You guys will obviously see the footage of this bull on the hoof, but just an awesome bull. So cool turning these up brown because they just weather out so quick if you don't find them brown, but super cool. This is the first bull that I ever saw in this spot this last fall, so it's kind of cool to see it come full circle. I just spent so much time watching these bulls, and means a lot to me to turn up this set. Okay, so the other one that was in that opening that I thought was the other side to that antler is this bull. I'm almost positive I have footage of this bull as well, but I know for sure I have footage of this one, so pretty sweet. There's a chance we might match this up on the way out. We're still gonna pass back through where I found this one, so who knows. It's nasty country, but another just awesome bull. Not too bad at all. Obviously Colby glassed up his antler, picked up the match on the way to go get that antler. Shortly into gridding that area we were hoping to find a different bull in, I walked up on this. I'm fairly certain I have footage of this bull. I know I've seen him before. I just can't remember if I took video or not, but an awesome bull. He's honestly a lot heavier than he looks. Like, he's not the biggest bull on the mountain, but this antler is super, super dense. So this last one, I think is my favorite of the day. And unfortunately, I don't think I've ever seen this bull. I'm definitely gonna dive through all my footage and make sure, but I feel like I would remember these tines on the back. But what an awesome Shiras. Has just tons of character. I love when they have long tines like this, and that kind of curve is just too cool. So feel super blessed. Just like I said, an amazing day, and I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the moment as I get these loaded on my pack. So appreciate you guys watching. I hope to just continue to put out more content. If you guys don't mind, please subscribe and like. Leave me a comment what you think about this. But just an awesome day to get out. The weather's been awesome, so super grateful.
The light is fading fast. From this old town we gotta go. Our bags are packed, so what we waiting for?
Man, guys, look at that stack. Took me a minute to sort these out, but I finally got them all together. This is just freaking insane. This is gonna be a tough pack to get out of here. This is so heavy, but I'll get it out of here slow and steady. Damn, is that heavy? Holy crap, dude. Look at that. Wow. We probably have at least 2 hours ahead of us to get out of here. Maybe more. A bunch of snow I still gotta go through, so it's gonna be a long night, but worth it.
It's about right.
We were just walking out. Been walking for a couple hours now, and look, Colby just walked up on. Oh man, sick.
All right, that's a big pickup.
I'm gonna need to get. Heck yeah. Sweet, dude. Well, I thought it was gonna be 7 browns, but that makes it 8 browns on the day. Crazy.
Well, bonus shed.
That'll do. Sweet. Guys, we freaking did it.
That's the way you want to start it.